Hey everybody, Raul here for Bass Musician Magazine, and today we have the extraordinary honor of catching up with a good friend. You remember him? Erick, Maverick Coomes, yay! So anyway, Erick, very excited. The last time we spoke was just last year in April, and you had a bunch of stuff going on there, and I recommend if anybody wants to know what we talked about then, it's still available on Bass Musician Magazine. Check it out. That way we won't cover the same turf. But you've been very busy since the last time we talked, and a new album is dropping this December. We're in 2025 right now. Cook is very exciting. So let's talk about the new project. Tell us about Cook.
Well, Cook is really awesome. I just got back from a 3-week tour where we were able to play a few of the new songs. We're releasing it in a different format. We're letting a few songs roll out at once. So if you go to wherever you get music and look up the record Let Us Cook right now, there's 3 or 4 songs ready. One of them's called Breathe. I've been having a really fun time playing Breathe on this last tour. It's a really nice bass line written by our drummer Adam Deitch. It's written on keyboard bass, so it's a lot of octave jumping, but it's like a mellow, relaxing. A lot of our songs are just kick you in the face funk, and this is like a more just mellow, relaxing, but still got a ton of energy to it. That one's called Breathe, and there's another one called Gold Tooth that's been really fun to play, and I just really love the way the record sounds this time. It sounds really nice.
Very cool. Well, and I've heard kind of in the description that it's got a real nice blend of funk, soul, jazz, rock, hip hop, all kind of rolled into one. And I keep picking up on a culinary trend there because it's kind of this melange. It sounds like, a blend of different cuisines.
It's a smorgasbord, if you will.
There we go. That's the right word for it. And definitely a lot of tasty bass bits. And you guys have been really busy with it. One of the key things, and what I've also been noticing is there's a nice glance behind the scenes at some of the studio time that you guys had. You recorded in Colorado, a big part of it, I understand. Maybe some bits in Louisiana.
No, it's all recorded at Colorado Sound in Colorado.
Perfect.
Because 3 of the guys live in Colorado. It's just easier for us to meet there, and we found a great room with a great board, and it sounds great. It was mixed in New York, though.
Okay. Well, again, the world gets smaller with all the possibilities, but it's great that you guys could do that. Now, again, I'm happy you also mentioned that there's some really strong funk. I mean, bass, horns, keys, you name it. But again, it does have some softer bits that I don't know if people that have been following this kind of take them by surprise, do you think?
If you go to our shows, you kind of know that it's just funk is a word we throw on our music, but it's called lettuce. It's a play on words, let us. So we all love every kind of music, and the band really can't be confined to a genre at all in any of our minds or on stage. Just we follow the spirit and how the music moves. We go there, and we're all huge fans of every style of music, and studied them all, and we have a lot of respect for every style of music. And so, yeah, I don't think you should be too surprised. No.
There you go. Well, and I do remember that you'd mentioned the last time we spoke that you guys were going to go out on the road. You were playing with Ziggy Marley. So
Yeah.
kind of blending, you can get a little reggae and stuff going on there too.
Yeah, yes, we love reggae and every island style in roots and dub. We've been adding a lot of dub sections to our live show with the addition of a new delay unit and reverb, piece of gear, like an outboard piece of gear that now Zoidis, our saxophone player, is running some of the mix live on stage through that piece, and he's been dubbing out and able to separate Adam's drums, all the Deitch's drums through that and the horns, and really make an authentic dub sound. So we've been experimenting with that on the road, and that's really sweet. But yeah, Ziggy was great. His vibe was really family oriented and chill, and he was just really, really a high vibration, as you can imagine. Like, as well as we're on the tour with him, I was thinking, well, not only is this one of the most famous musicians in the world, this is one of the more famous people there is, and he's just I think he's really gotten out from under that, and he's not living under that, but he's just like mellow with he
Mhm.
had his son on the road, and he was very mellow. Every show was beautiful. He put his heart in every show, and then just was like, it's immediately the rest of the entire time was familyed out and really mellow and cool. So yeah, it's been great to roll around with him, and the likes of Steel Pulse, also just complete legends. I mean, I'm sitting there talking to Steel Pulse, and they're telling me from their ears to my mouth Bob Marley's words to him when he was 21 about staying humble and making good music. And it's just surreal to be around those cats that are so legendary and so humble. I even asked Steel Pulse about opening for like Long Beach reggae artists. They're opening and they're so legendary. And he gave me the most amazing answer about just being humble and accepting every opportunity. He said these kids, these bands have made their audiences, and we're stoked to play in front of any audience, and we're stoked they've built up this audience. So if we play at 5 p.m., we're going to give the same show we would give at 10 p.m. And we're talking about total legends. So it's just really great to be around those kind of people that have really made it, but haven't let it go to their head, and they just stay chill and
Nice.
stay encouraging and they were so encouraging to us. So I want to be more like those guys. It's really a blessing and an honor to be around them.
Very cool. Well, it does speak to kind of the life philosophy of kind of the pure side of music, because I think a lot of times folks think about a commercial endeavor, but it's the art. That's the beauty of it. It's how you live it. Now, sound wise, I think I continue to see your trusty P bass still. Is that how you're pretty much
I've been out there with the jazz. I changed basses. I got the jazz bass out there.
okay?
But I'm starting to realize I just want them both. I really would like to have both of them on stage. Because there's a few basses I don't bring out of the house that are mainly for what I use in the studio, and I just don't
Mhm.
want them to get banged up on the road. But I've been wishing I had my P with the flats on it. It's just a really nice. It's an older P, and it sounds so good because the jazz sounds great for jazz. I mean, it's been really working. The jazz bass been working for both. I can get kind of a P sound out of it, but uh, to really do what I want to do in Lettuce, I need to have the jazz and the P in the studio. I'm definitely using both of them.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, and then taking a side turn away from sound, there was something that I came across on your website, and that is Lettuce is involved with Aquila Wineries. You guys have Crush, Lettuce Crush Volume 1 going on. Tell us a little bit about that project. It's non-music.
Well, yeah, it is an alcoholic beverage if you're into that kind of thing. Our travels have led us all over the world to meet amazing wine producers and distributors and importers. And we've learned a lot about wine and how it's kind of like meat and food, like processed food can be very entangled with a lot of artificial, not necessary ingredients. So
Mhm.
these wines don't have that. It's basically grape juice in a bottle that's fermented and it's nice. And so both of them are cool. The orange crush I favor. If there's no food, you can just drink it. It's really nice. And then I mean, they both are fine without food, but then obviously, usually with the red, you're going to want something to eat, like a snack or a cracker or a piece of cheese or a grape or a date or something like that, or maybe a nice salad with goat cheese.
Indeed.
No, they're both good wines. I tried them both. I like them.
Very
But
nice.
you shouldn't be drunk on wine,
No,
is
not
what I
in,
heard, actually.
indeed. I've heard it has some challenging repercussions, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, and I would think most of our audience is younger people, and I'm really here to talk to young bass players. So
There we
if you do
go.
sip the wine, don't sip too much of it, kids. I,
Moderation, moderation. Well,
yeah.
and of course, to me, it also speaks about a certain diversified portfolio, because a lot of times I think people seem to think that musicians should just be involved with music, whereas you can, have other interests as well, and that's cool. It makes you kind of a broader person. But back
I
to
mean, look at Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator is a musician. I think as musicians that are like instrumentalists, we should still look and at someone like Tyler the Creator as a musician that is doing it very differently, and look at the business world. He's gotten himself into amazing clothing and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. Look at Pharrell. Pharrell is a musician and he's, working with Louis Vuitton. And like,
Yeah.
yes, we are capable of using our cool and our brand to go into many different lines of profitability, which is good to have a couple of bucks and you can express yourself more truly and freely without being bound to, the money coming all from your bass playing or all from your art. So yeah, I think it's important.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, and circling back with Cook, you guys, I know you just came back from touring. You're getting ready to head out to the Pacific, I guess Australia, Japan, and stuff like that in the coming months. And then the beginning of next year, kind of Novemberish to the beginning of next year, you guys are going to be touring the U.S.
Yeah, we play the North Carolina and South Carolina on the 17th and 18th of this month, October. If
Mm-hmm.
this will be out by then, come down to Raleigh and South Carolina for 17, 18. And then we're headed straight out to Melbourne, Australia, Japan, and Hawaii. So if you're any of those places, come see Lettuce. We love you.
Nice, nice. And I do believe this will air probably after the fact, but hopefully people have had the chance to catch it and they go, oh, yeah, I was there and I got to see this. And
Cool.
as always, as they look forward, if people want to know the best place to check out the new album and maybe catch you guys live, where's the best place to look?
I had to go on the internet.
Okay, okay.
Or you could just walk outside and maybe someone will be playing it out of their radio too. You never know.
Well, and again, if I remember your website correctly, at least for the band, lettucefunk.com would probably be our key spot.
That's totally what I should have said there. Yes, I agree with that. Thank you, Al.
Well, man, it's so exciting, and I really appreciate you taking time. I know you've been a whirlwind of activities and touring, and just finding a chance to get caught up has been a real logistic challenge. So, again, very grateful for you taking this time to chat with us, folks. Make sure you check out Cook coming to a venue near you, and if not, again, on multiple formats, get it, take it home, listen to it all you want, I guess, right? Coming December of this year.
Well, you can go check it out now. There's a 3 or 4 songs of it are out streaming right now. So yeah, go listen to Rising to the Top, Breathe, Gold Tooth, and I'm not sure what's next. I think there's one more that'll be out by the time this comes out. So check out what you can now, and then in December, the whole thing will be out.
Very nice. Well, folks, you've seen him here on Bass Musician Magazine once more. Erick Maverick Coomes. Yay!
Peace. Sky high.